We've had another huge leak for Minecraft 1.22 and Minecraft Live. We have 5 exclusive images that appear to be from the live show happening tomorrow, showing new blocks, mobs, biomes, items, and so much more. We have a ton to speculate on. But of course, first things first, if you don't want to see major spoilers for Minecraft 1.22 features, well, here's your warning. We're about to take a deep dive on all these new leaks. First of all, this is very abnormal for Minecraft to have major leaks like this at this size and scale. Obviously, a couple of days ago, they leaked it on their own website, which is just a big oopsie, but this one appears to be from an insider as well. Now, they've actually deleted all their posts, which means that they probably don't want to get fired, so we don't have a ton of verifiable information to go off of, so, as Jake Baldino would say, take it with a grain of salt. So all of these leaks were posted to the official Minecraft Reddit, and of course, they have now deleted that post. So I'm not going to show their name because they obviously have kind of tried to walk this back a little bit. But we do have 5 major images that they've shared showing a ton of stuff. Here you can see the overview of them. We're going to take a deep dive into all of them in just a minute. Now, we also know allegedly how this leaker got their hands on the Minecraft Live show because Microsoft sent out the video for subtitling, which is pretty normal. There's a lot of post-production that goes on to make these shows possible. Why I think these images are most likely real is we have some Mojang employees down in the corners, which is exactly how this happens on Minecraft Live. And we also have some text up in the upper left that you can see in some of the pictures that says Minecraft Live and the after show. So it seems like these images here are specifically from the developers playing the game after Minecraft Live happens. We're going to have an hour of the show and then about an hour afterwards where the developers are just kind of messing around and playing with the features. So it seems like this is some actual gameplay that we're getting. Now, a couple days ago, Minecraft actually posted this kind of conspiracy board image on the official Minecraft Twitter, which reveals a lot of what's in the new update. You just got to look closely. So we have the white wood down here. We also have the 3 eyes of the Creaking, more 3 eyes from the Creaking, and just kind of, you know, little teasers here or there. And here's our first official leaked image. As you can see, these things are blurry because they were taken on a phone kind of hastily while on a TV at close range, trying to be a very sneaky person about it. So this is our first look at the Creaking. It is actually a really good looking mob. Honestly, I'm in love with this thing. It doesn't appear to be immediately hostile to these players that are here. Now, focusing on the background for a second, you can see that we have like moss looking blocks and some moss carpet looking things, but there's actually grass growing out of that moss carpet. Of course, you can also notice that we have some new kind of like hanging vines, some normal vines on the sides of the trees, and of course we have a new type of log as well. Our second image is just like the worst one out of the batch. This is like in between frames of the video, but it gives you kind of a side view of the Creaking there. It looks like they've killed the Creaking here because you can see that we have a Creaking heart item, which appears to be what the guy is going to drop. What that gets used for, we have no idea, but I cannot wait to find out. We also have some interesting looking vines next to that as well. And on the hotbar, you can see that we do have some white wood as well next to the axe there. So you can tell that this isn't just like retextured cherry wood because there's also a cherry plank on the hotbar there. Now, it looks like they were able to kill the Creaking with just some regular iron armor, so maybe it's not going to be that difficult. And they might have even potentially used an axe to kill it because it looks like kind of a wooden mob. Now, our next image here shows a much closer look at the actual dark Creaking trees, and it kind of looks like a dark oak tree. And we also have a Creaking in the background there, so you can see he's got glowing eyes, which is really cool. Now, something is happening here with the piston. I'm not sure how that's powered or what is happening with this stack of logs right here, but one of those has some orange like damage or corruption on it, and it looks really good. I love that texture. It's almost like amber or sap or something, so that's really cool. Love that. And we also have a much better look at those hanging vines there. You can see that they hang all the way down from that log. So it's probably going to be similar to the nether vines, but in a nice gray color. So we have a lot of questions about what's happening here, but we do have a good look at the tree and whatnot. And then we also have a full shot of the biome. So as you can see, this can be a very large area. And this is actually an overworld biome. This is what we were all wondering and speculating. Is this going to be in the end dimension? Is it going to be underground? No, it's actually going to be on the surface. And we have a hostile mob that appears to be spawning during the day in this biome. So that's going to be very interesting. Now, my little pet theory is that maybe this biome just corrupts existing trees because these trees look very similar similar to dark oak, so maybe this biome can kind of overwrite other types of trees, and maybe we can have this kind of creaking wood happen to oak trees or jungle or something like that. But in general, this does look very much like a dark forest, but the trees look a little bit more spaced out and it looks a little bit more sparse. They're not all overlapping each other as much. In this image, you can also get a much clearer look of that Minecraft Live logo and the after show text under it, which lends more credibility to this leak. And now we have a great picture of what all of this wood actually looks like. We have a fantastic combination of the white planks here and a variety of build styles. This looks so good. White planks are going to be amazing for just so many different builds. As you see, these go great in the darker build palettes on the right there of like the deep slate bricks and kind of basalt palette. We also got some great combinations on the left there with like the acacia and the crimson woods. Looks really good. Now, if you pay attention to this lower image by the stairs here, you can see that we have what looks to be a vine or a sapling in a pot right there. And we also have these kind of moss or grass looking blocks that they've obviously transplanted to this area. So it seems like we're going to be getting either corrupted moss or a block similar to moss. And you can also see on the far left here, they're using some of that white wood with copper, which also looks pretty good. So of course, this wood is going to be coming in all the different standard variants that you would expect. We got slabs there, we got stripped logs, we got trapdoors, planks, fences, and basically everything else that you would expect. And here's another decent look at the tree in the background as well. So overall, I'm like 85% sure that these leaks are pretty real. It seems fairly legit. You would have to put an absolute ton of work into creating the mod and the data packs to actually fake all these things and create your own custom mobs. You would also have to put a ton of work into getting all those images of the Mojang members in the corners, and just generally putting this all together would take quite a long time, and we just barely got the leaks that these were going to be the biomes and the mob a couple of days ago. So not only would you have to do a lot, but you'd have to do it in a very short amount of time. So this image basically sums up the whole thing, because we still have so many questions about how all of this is going to work and all the mechanics. These leaks are just a nice little taster of what's to come, and hopefully they explain and explore a lot more of the details of all these biomes, blocks, and mechanics in the Minecraft Live show. Honestly, I think these leaks are kind of a good thing, because now everyone seems to be a lot more interested in the update. Everyone is hyped for some white wood that looks just genuinely amazing, and I think that's going to be fantastic. Now, of course, they did not leak everything that's going to be at the show. I think we're going to be getting several other announcements on top of this thing, probably a couple different little items or mechanics or other changes. It's not generally just one set of features. They usually sprinkle in a couple other little things for us to have fun with. Like, they didn't just announce the trial chambers, we also got auto crafting and that kind of thing. But Minecraft Live is happening in less than 24 hours, so we will know very soon if these are going to be real or not. And of course, I'll have a full video on everything that's announced at Minecraft Live, and make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss it.